I feel like ranting. I don't know why. I just do. I just feel like, random thoughts is becoming random rants. First off, I really like this is my sweater. It's my Donald Duck sweater. I love Donald Duck. I really do. I have a lot of stuff of Donald Duck. I would date him if he would give me the opportunity. Anyhow, I'd like to rant about some things. Recently, someone stole my identity. That's right, they stole my identity. They can have it. That's why I say, as a Jewish person in New York, I would say this. I'd be like, they can have it. I'll get myself a new one. That's fine by me. Take it. Take it. See what you can do with it, because for the last 27 years, I've not been able to do very much with it. So you take my identity and you enjoy it. You who has stolen it overseas and bought yourself an airline ticket. And then I call my bank, Washington Mutual. Or now we're becoming Chase. I don't know what the hell they are right now. They're in limbo. I don't know what bank they are. They're 1 minute they're Wells Fargo. The next minute they're Wachovia. I don't know if they're Bank of America 1 minute or if they're the Great Bank of China the next. I mean, it is ridiculous. Washington Mutual, be up front with me. Who are you? I don't even know who I am. But anyhow, I digress. I get a phone call from Washington Mutual that says that someone has done some mysterious, mischievous things with my account. And I thought, oh my God, what have they done? So I go online and there's nothing on there. So I send an email to them saying, hey, I got this phone call. So I give them all the information. They send it back saying that is a Fisher, I don't know, some type of crap where they're trying to fraud me. So I ignore it. But I thought to myself, sounds a little suspicious. Washington Mutual online, WAMU.com, says there's nothing going on with my account. Not to worry. A couple days later, I get this weird charge. A foreign charge where I get charged a foreign fee along with it, over $150. I email them about this. They go, yeah, this is the fraudulent charge that we were trying to get a hold of you about. And I said, well, you guys told me online not to worry about it. And they were like, well, that's weird and stuff. So when I tried calling them, I couldn't get through them. I kept being put on hold, and then they would say, everyone's busy, and then they'd hang up on me. I was like, seriously, I'm trying to find out who stole $150 from me. Someone talk to me. So I do all this, I keep trying, and then all of a sudden they give me another phone number. And this phone number I'm able to get through. So then I ask, well, what was the other phone number for? And they go, well, that phone number was to get you to the fraud department. And I was like, well, what's this phone number? To get you to the fraud department. Interesting, huh? That two different numbers that I had to call. One, and then when I got to this one, they kept sending me over, oh, let's send you to customer service. And then they sent me over to this one thing that wanted me to open up an account. And I was like, I already have an account with you that's already been broken into, so let's not work on getting another one. I'm not too happy with the one I got, type thing. So then, from there, they send me to this other place in Texas who, when they find out where I work for, were like all excited. They're like, oh, we haven't had food from them in a long time. And I was like, well, they're actually from Texas. So I was like, we haven't sure had food from there in a long time. So then I get that all figured out. And they go like, well, you're not going to get a card for 9 to 10 days. And then you have to sign this form. And if you don't sign this form and get it back to us in time, then we're going to assume that those charges are real. What the hell did I just go through 6 days of trying to get a hold of your dumbasses? Then when I finally get a hold of you, you guys are like, well, if you don't get this paper signed in time, we're just going to assume it's real. Well, it's 10 days later and I haven't received the form from you guys. You guys have already changed your name to Chase, like you guys are mysteriously trying to change things behind my back. Like, oh, well, no, Mr. Smith, we're Washington Mutual still. And then as soon as it's time for me to get my money, they're like, oh, we're Chase. Yeah, and I'm Fred Figglehorn, you mother. I will cuss if you make me. Then I think that's just not enough to rant about. Then I find out my mother, who's on disability, all of a sudden is getting her money cut. She's losing money. She's losing like 5% of her pay because the state, of course, is in trouble and stuff. So, of course, let's go after the disability people. Let's go after the old ones, because they don't need money. What do they need money for? They're going to die soon. That's their mentality. So I'm thinking to myself, what in the world is this state coming to that we're going to just start robbing the poor more and more, and still trying to give more and more tax incentives to the rich? I, for one, am not rich, and I'm seeing my taxes for state going up, but yet less and less being offered to me. I'm still standing in long lines at the DMV. They're still bitchier than ever. And now my mother, who, paid into this, as a nurse, paid into this stupid system, and now she's going to get cut more than she has gotten in a raise in the last 3 years combined, and they're taking that and more away from her. I just don't understand what's going on. I mean, banks that cannot help you, and now we got a state that's in dire straits that has too much trouble to even think about. I'm telling you right now, it is time we all move to Canada.